Hello there and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4, playing as Qara Qoyunlu. It is 1485 and I'm still in a war. At the moment it's with the Mazandaran. I'm kind of fighting a war with them, also at war with the Biapis, and the Biapis have kind of blocked me out, so to speak. So I've got two provinces, but I really want to get control of Amol. Because that's one of the ones I need for Persia. Because the Timurids, unfortunately, have been quite proactive. Oh, what's this? Returning scholars. Particularly in the aftermath of the Mongol conquest of the 13th century, Egypt and Syria emerged as the foremost centers of scholarly learning in the Muslim world. Sunni scholars of every persuasion flocked to Damascus and Cairo to learn from the most renowned teachers of science, theology, and above all law, while Shiites traveled to Jabal Amil in Lebanon to meet with the scholars of Orthodox Twelver Shiism. Many students from our lands, having completed their educational pilgrimage, now returning home and hoping to implement legalistic Islam in our Sultanate, just as they learned it in the heartland of Islam. Really pushing me towards legalism lately. My legitimacy is very low because of those recent issues, so I think anything that gives me more, that's going to be a good thing. So contact with the divine is not about studying books. 10 legitimacy and mysticism as well. I didn't realize they're so low. Biapis won their siege. And they've peaced out. Okay, this could be my moment. Except I got a revolt, but luckily I was in the right place at the right time. And I won. I was coming very close to ending this war, but now that I can see a chance to take a province that I want, or well, not so I want, but need. What are you doing? Where are you trying to go? He's trying to get back to his homeland. Unfortunately, I've got an uprising which I need to deal with. Land attrition has been reduced for that guy. This is concerning. They're going to get rushed straight to a mole, I think. Nope, they're going back. Oh, maybe these guys will take care of these for me. This might work out good. Nope, they decided to wuss out. At least follow me in. No, it's not needed, but I won that. They can't hurt me now, because they're still black flagged. So Bitless can go get their land back, if they wouldn't mind. Oh wait, no, that Canada's then getting the land back, that sucks. Oh, I can try and siege that down, it's going to take them a while. This is such a frustrating war to be a part of. A very frustrating war indeed. I think once I take that province, that should give me a massive boost to my war score. I'm just going to get this province back. I should be able to do that fairly easily by hopefully attacking these guys with my vassals to help out. Should be a resounding victory, I would imagine. Maybe not as resounding as I would have liked. But it's going to work out. That's all that matters. Jesus, a wipe. The Pope of France has called for a crusade against the Ottomans. That's interesting. Okay, this is almost done. And I've got a few rebellion issues. However, it's a very important province. I can probably close some of these forts now that I've disposed of that army. The skills of the Sultana. Even before Rabia married into the highest ranks of nobility that Qara Qoyunlu has to offer, the Sultana was known to be a multifaceted woman, often impressing many a guest with a scholarly intellect and wit, while also displaying impressive knowledge of military strategy. Perhaps this is why she was chosen as the royal spouse. Regardless, since her arrival at court, the Sultana has continued to make an outstanding impression on noble and commoner alike. One of three options will happen. One of my techs will be cheaper. For 20 years, that's not bad. Okay. Foreign trade competition rises. Trade was heavily regulated during this era, but despite this, the markets were not fixed. At times, merchants would try to enter new markets or sell new goods. Merchants facing these conditions would usually demand new or higher tariffs to stop their competitors. Well, I don't need Diplo power, so I might as well gain 3 mercantilism. The Merchants Guild will gain 10 loyalty. Okay, the Siege of Emol is done. Might as well take that last province just because I can. That 1% might be crucial, who knows. Okay. Now, let's double checking. To form Persia, I need a mole. That's my main goal. It's a lot of overextension though. I'm risking a coalition, but I need it. It's not really negotiable. Let's do a few other things. So, what can I do to get some more prestige? Enforce religion. Going to give up claims in my land. That's probably a better one. All right, let's do that. So I'm going to take the 3 provinces. So I've got this core of Persia. I'll take some of their money, get some war reps. Get any prestige. I am risking a coalition though, but it's part of my goal for this game. Okay. Let's call that up nice and quick. New madrasa. Prominent citizens of Tabaristan have made a number of charitable donations for the establishment of a new madrasa in a mole. They have invited scholars not only from the wider Tabaristan, but also from Baghdad and even foreign theologians. Wonderful. Okay. A lot of the issues now. A lot of issues with uprisings, but I think it'll work. I'm sure I'll survive. I'm going to get the next Diplotech 7, Naval Ambitions. Should lower my corruption for 5 years, which would be good. It'll save me some money. Naval Ambitions. With an extra boost to naval morale, our sailors will conquer the waves and rule the seas, while our colonists will be able to brave the dark corners of the world, founding new settlements farther from home than ever before. So colonial range has increased, and naval morale has increased. Now, question. I've got a loan that needs to be paid off, but I would love to start building some buildings, especially ones that will give me big boost to income. But I think the loan is probably more pressing. Alright, let's pay this loan. Thank you for that war, to pay that off. That should fix some of my merchant or some of my income issues. A talented judge. Acquiring education in theology and law is often a long process involving studying classical works of law under the tutelage of the sheikhs of various madrasas. For every work or commentary learnt, the student acquires a certificate, an ijaza. Depending on what madrasa and which sheikh, the worth of the ijaza may not necessarily be the same. A specific learned man has lately been making a very good impression in madrasas around the country. No doubt he has a great career as a Qadi or a Mufti ahead of him. Okay, well I don't really want a skill 2 philosophy yet, 'cause I can't afford it. But I hear Tabri is in need of a new Qadi. So it reduces the local unrest, reduces the state maintenance and construction costs. So I think I might need to make use of that and build something in Tabri soon. What's this? Royal marriage offer from Bitless. I'll take that because I need a legitimacy boost, that's for sure. I've still got a new idea, but I want to get the next military tech first. And do some more conversions, I better get that rolling. Let's go to Sharky. I'm making good money now. Oh, I'm building a few more boats to add to my collection. Now, there's military tech 7, the Limba. Artillery had been documented in Europe since the 13th century, but due to its lack of mobility, it had very limited battlefield use. The development of the Limba in the 1470s allowed guns to become more mobile and thus useful. Okay, so that has allowed the first artillery units, I believe. The pilgrims are safe. Our efforts to protect those of our subjects who seek to perform their pilgrimage to the holy cities of Mecca and Medina have paid off. It is now long since there was a last raid and the realm is at peace. Excellent, gain 50 Diplo power. Yeah, I probably could afford some advisors now. National unrest one would be handy. Trade efficiency, that could be good. Land maintenance modifier would be good as well. It pays for half his own price. Production efficiency. He'd be great, but he's too expensive. A talented judge. Acquiring an education in theology and law is often a long process involving studying classical works of law under the tutelage of the sheikhs of various madrasas. For every work of commentary learnt, the student acquires a certificate, an ijazah. Depending on what madrasa and which sheikh, the worth of the ijazah may not necessarily be the same. A specific learned man has lately been making a very good impression in madrasas around the country. No doubt he has a great career as a qadi or mufti ahead of him. It's the same one as before, so Kartli Kaketi will now get some unrest and various bonuses. Alright, I'm going to get an advisor. I'm going to get Anwar Nasip, who will increase production efficiency by 10%. Actually, how? Military points are what I need most at the moment. But a trade efficiency guy would be pretty handled too. We'll get Fatima Ahmad for trade efficiency plus 10%. And I'll get Pierre Budak Nasser to reduce my land maintenance modifier. So I should be able to afford all those because most of them kind of half pay for themselves. I still got this scholar, but it cost me 50 admin power. Lots of military access being requested. Mystics and storytellers. Many among you Ulema would question the great influence that storytellers have to offer over the life of common men. The traditional hero stories of our people are centuries old, but they risk making a cult out of seriously distorted fates of historical figures. A prominent cleric in Tabri has taken a strong stand against the storytellers of the realm and cautions that religious scholars of the past have warned that obsessive listening to stories could lead to false worship. This is just a straight religious fight. I'm going to go back towards mysticism just to help out my... What are these guys? The missionaries. Royal Emoji Bitless is over, but I'll be able to get that reinstated straight away. Why is legitimacy going down? It's meant to be going up every year. I'm a bit confused. I'm going to turn this fort back on for the time being. There's an uprising, 13,000 strong, that's almost concerning. Might bring these guys up to help, I think. We can make another state, so we'll do that. All the cores have kicked in. No, he's going for Yerevan, that's okay. He actually works my advantage. So now he'll be considered an attacker on a marsh, I think. And he gets Squashed. A new Emir al-Hajj. The pilgrimage to the holy cities of Mecca and Medina is one that every Muslim should undertake at least once in their lifetime. As the Sultan, it is our responsibility to ensure that they can safely reach that destination. This is a position that in many ways requires both cunning and martial ability, as the way to proceed can range from defeating raiders to negotiating passage from local rulers to outright threats or bribery. The Emir al-Hajj will have the overall responsibility for the Hajj caravans and will have great freedom in how to achieve a steady and peaceful passage for all Qara Qoyunlu pilgrims. Well, last time that worked pretty well. Might go him again, I think. My manpower is pretty good at the moment. I think an able diplomat will handle this best. Okay, there's one group of rebellions put down. The Armenians the next biggest risk. Claiming that little province down there. Okay, and I think that would do, because I've got a few little issues. But I don't think it's anything I can't handle. Things are looking up and up. I'm even making money. Who would have thought? I just gotta wish this alliance would break with Qara Qoyunlu. That's what's hurting me. And then I've got to figure out when to attack the Timurids, or how to even attack the Timurids. So that's what I need to do now to get control, or to form Persia. But that is something to worry about in the future. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate the support. And as always, hope to see you next time. Take care out there.